From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your afternoon update.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hope you've had a nice Saturday so far. I'd say the weather's just about cooperating. Here in Florence, we're already in the 70s. Dew points are going to catch up here in due time. Winds out of the south-southwest at 17 miles an hour. We just got a gust at 26 here at the studio. I'm looking off camera. We have a weather center 28 now, matter of fact. So really shows you those really gusty conditions transporting that moisture from the Gulf into the Tennessee Valley. That's leading to those storm chances later today, which I'll discuss more in just a second. Hopping across the state line, you can see those kind of breezy conditions. Notice the camera's kind of rattling just a little. We're almost at 70 here in Lawrenceburg, just 1 degree away, probably less than that to be honest with you. And dew points are on the rise, leading to those thunderstorm chances in due time over the next 6 hours. Standard level 2 out of 5 risk now extends all the way to I-65 in southern middle Tennessee. Ardmore's County are cut off here for the level 1 out of 5. Portions of Limestone and Morgan County, as well as Orange County in Alabama, have that level 1 out of 5 risk. Don't get too caught up in the colors, though. I would just say there is that risk for some strong to severe storms across the area. Not necessarily an outbreak type situation, so don't worry, we're not seeing that high-end risk, but it doesn't need to be high-end risk to be a risk, right? So let's just walk through it, see what we have here in store for the rest of today. So there are our highs getting back up to the mid-70s. Nice day by all stretches of the imagination for this afternoon. But by this evening, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, we start seeing this kind of broken line of storms developing here from the southwest to the northeast. Notice in these heavier cores, you see a pretty intense little cell there. For example, we see a couple of those popping up across the area. You could see some hail in excess of 1 inch in diameter. That damaging winds, that's the main threat, damaging winds in excess of 60 miles an hour. And really not a big tornado threat. We're not talking a major tornado event or anything like that, but it doesn't need to be major to exist, and there is some threat of that, but it's not very large. Of course, if anything does get out of hand, we'll be here in the Weather Center to keep you updated, but this is not the primary concern, right? This is more of a secondary concern than anything else. As far as severe weather events go, this is not high-end, this is fairly standard, but like I said, it doesn't need to be high-end to be notable, and we do need to keep an eye on it. So let's keep a close eye on this, again, starting through 5, 6, 7 o'clock, lasting through the evening. That's kind of sags south and east through northwest Alabama, moving through the 65 corridor by, I'd say, about 10, 11 o'clock or so, pushing out by midnight. And as we head through tomorrow morning, clearing out and beautiful conditions for our Monday. I think we'll get through this night without a hitch. Look at those wonderful conditions on the other side of it, just fantastic, much less windy too. And honestly, I think the rest of the week looks just as nice. We get this high pressure taking over for the rest of the week. That's what keeps those spring-like temperatures across the area. And even with a little bit of a weak cold front coming through Tuesday, it doesn't have a huge impact on us because high pressure kicks right in behind it. I mean, I'll tell you what, the gears of spring are really churning here, so we really don't get much lower than some 60s for the daytime highs at best, and that's upper 60s near 70. So I think we're really, really good for the next 7 days. Towards next weekend, might see some more rain, but like I said, that's a ways out, so we'll get more specific on that. Chance of showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder by next Saturday, next Sunday. In the meantime, we just got to get through this evening, which, like I said, there is that chance for some strong to severe storms. Damaging winds is the main threat. That's winds in excess of 60 miles an hour, and not every storm will be like that, but a couple of warnings could pop up in that respect, so we'll watch that very carefully. Tornado threat is low, but not zero, and of course it not being zero, it bears watching through this evening. Just stay with us. That's the only actionable info you'll need as far as keeping aware with this. Keep your phone not on silent mode, things like that. Don't worry too much about it. Continue with your afternoon plans, but through this evening, I would stay tuned with the weather. Let's keep a close eye on that.